Greetings and salutations, boils and ghouls, children of all ages, and all that technicolor rainbow in between. JC's dying over here.
I started dying. I swallowed it wrong.
It's the season of fear. It's understandable, especially one of JC's old friends have come out to play again.
Yeah. Oh no, what? Oh, have they?
Yes, I mean, JC, run away. Don't look back. If I meets I, it follows till you die.
At least I'm not there anymore.
You say that now, but the place where you are, the
it's
DM,
arguably worse.
The DM is in this chat right now, and I can just send stat blocks over Discord.
Oh no!
And make your life so much worse.
I'd rather not.
This is why nobody should ever say anything when the DM is in the call.
Listen, what's the worst that can possibly happen?
Oh, I love it when my players say that.
It's been a little bit too quiet recently, anyway.
It has a little bit. I mean, the season of fear has already happened, and I'm throwing an eldritch abomination at one party. Another party is about to meet one of my bosses, and a couple adventurers are about to wander headfirst into the winds of Kirban. Maelstrom 4 is getting fun this time of year.
Yeah.
It's going well.
And Callie and the rest of the group found a chest spider. Whatever that means.
Here's the question. Is it a spider the size of a chest? Or is it the chest the size of a spider? Or is it both?
It is a spider that attaches to things, apparently. And then they just found it dead next to some unconscious person.
That reminds me of the bug that can attach itself to someone's face.
And
acts as a nose, yes. Someone gave me a PDF with some very interesting Grizzly Adams inspired paraphernalia. Yes.
Oh no. Horrible.
Yes.
I don't like that. I'd like to see.
Oh,
yeah, true.
Yeah, you are perfectly free to not like it. In my world, crying is a free action.
Yes, it's true.
Yes. But that's not what we're here for.
No, we're here to see people get beaten up.
Indeed.
Handily.
We are here to watch some wrestling. And we are also here to not only watch some wrestling, we're also here to potentially spend some channel points on some spooky inspired trinkets that may or may not be horrifying and may or may not be cursed.
Darn. I have so little money I can't buy things.
Well, maybe you could bet against Kayeth and earn some channel points back. I mean, we do have the...
We can't earn channel points. We earn nonsense points.
Well, you earn ram snacks.
Yes.
True. The nonsense points don't matter.
Speaking of,
I can't do anything with him. Here it comes. I already have the accept ready. Go ahead.
well, we need to get you back up to
We
the
do, yes.
person.
I'm cripplingly poor. All right, there it is. Boom. I accept. I'm too. Darn it. I'm so poor.
Won't let me do it now.
Oh, good. Straw Hat got it. Straw Hat, you find an unfinished journal with a blood-stained page. A small leather-bound journal filled with half-written thoughts and sketches. One page is stained with dried blood. The entries abruptly end with the last phrase trailing off. It's right behind me.
Oh, no.
What if we look, eh?
Well, I'm sure that can end well.
That
Who do
can
you
only have gone
leave
well.
your last will and testament to, by the by?
Oh, that reminds me, Zutor's going to have to find a very certain book in Blossberg when he gets back.
Okay, if Butler finds that in the house, he's taking it into town to see if someone can help him with it, because this thing is a death omen.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you saw it first. Ergo, you now only have 7 days to live.
Funny how many omens have been showing up as of late.
Yes,
What do you mean I only have Wait. What do you mean I only have 7 days to live?
No, I'm sure that's fine. That's just usually the general horror movie distance. So, just make sure that you live longer than 7 days.
Are you
and you'll be
saying my
fine.
character has a doom count over his head?
Good. He might. I think I heard someone do a Paris song earlier.
Is that why Butler has a big 7 over his forehead?
That's right. It's just counting down. Doom.
Don't screw with me. Am I cursed or not?
Yes.
But not in the way that you think. More just a grand overall curse for having known people.
Yes.
Yes. Our company.
Specifically Gracie and my
Okay, let me rephrase. Is the character Butler cursed?
No,
in-game?
just yourself. Just yourself.
I mean, we can fix that real quick if you
I
want.
could curse you
No,
in the game if you want.
no. Moving on.
All right.
Speaking of JC, I
Oh,
saw
but
you
that's
were
not
having a
fun.
temporal conundrum earlier.
Yes.
I have a way to fix that.
Yes.
Temporal cognitive syncrasy.
Yes.
Time only
But-
passes for people when they're paying attention to it. Which
Ah,
means
yes.
the individuals who have been in the Underdark for exactly 2 days since last year.
Technically 3 now that they had the whole murder mystery.
Yes. 3 days since last year.
Works fine. We're just
Christ.
skip ahead and be like, yeah, fine. Fast forward. Man, you guys have been down here a while. Technically, none of them need to even eat. So really, you can just kind of afford to do that.
That's always a perk, isn't it?
Question from chat. Hey, GC, is your brand of
Hi.
inspiration technically considered a curse?
It could be considered a curse or a blessing.
It's definitely wild.
Yeah,
It's chaotic, to say the least.
exactly. It is what you make of it. It could either summon a fireball on you, or apparently, turn you all invisible and allow you to escape a giant monkey.
Can I interest you
Or,
in
I was going to say it could allow you to escape a certain demiplane.
One could say that it might. But the question is, did you ever truly escape? Wouldn't that be just messed up?
Or are you
This
still
whole
there?
time- This whole time, you've still been in Ace's demi-plane. It's got you thinking now, doesn't it?
Hmm.
You see, Rosso, if you watched last night's stream, you might have some correlations going on right now.
Oh no. Bob's imploded into a robot.
Only slightly.
Yeah, it's the mic.
I believe they prefer to go by Michael.
Sorry. I was all sitting there for a moment.
Hopefully this fixes it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fixed it.
Yeah, it's sound better now.
Yes, well that would be horrible for Zator. Just that moment way back when he avoided getting gassed. If it turned out that he actually was still under the effects of the sleep gas and just wakes up. Oh no! Darn, that's a real good plot point. I should have done that.
Yeah, but then he had the air bubble. He had the chewing
Yes,
gum
he
air
did
bubble.
have the air bubble. You're welcome for Hogbert saving you with that.
Yes, I do praise Hogbert for that.
Praise Hogbert. Blessed Hogbert.
JC, it sounds like to me that I need to sit there and write up a bunch more fun little creatures for you to let loose.
I mean, you always can.
I can. It's whether or not you want them.
I accept all forms of donations.
I mean,
We
the only
also
prob-
saw Foofar, and Foofar was a fun time.
Yeah. The only problem with me giving you and Bob creatures is you have to stat them out yourself.
Yes, but usually I'm pretty good about it.
So here's a question then for JC.
Yes.
Temporally, who is the most further ahead?
Yig.
I have, according to my brain,
In terms of me.
I even all of you around the same weeks somehow. You all catch up to each other some way or another. Something slows down and speeds up accordingly. It's the only way that I can mentally cope with having like 5 different parties. One way or
Which is, I
another,
think,
you'll all end up with the same day.
Yeah, because I think Zator's on day 19 or
Yes,
something, since he split
Probably
from the
something.
Undyne Drakes.
probably
So-
some nonsense.
Temporal cognitive isolation. When you're not near someone else, your time passes on its own. But universally, the time is still the same across Dalme.
Yeah.
First match, Shinji.
Hey, Ginger
Right.
Boy.
That is true, Callie. I have invented teleportation and will be sending a group off into the wild blue yonder.
Don't do that. I don't need more visitors.
Not you.
I had to make a house there after you sent them into the void last time.
Yeah. Maybe you shouldn't squat in the void. I told you about that.
I own that property.
Yeah, well, the void does not recognize it.
Stay the fuck
Tell
out of
that
the
to
tavern.
I'm gonna go directly to the tavern.
Ugh.
I mean, you're free to try to go to the null sector. That place is stupid fucking dangerous, so.
It sure is. Maybe I can find some nonsense there. You know, it occurs to me, y'all never really dealt with the fact that the flood was there.
Uh-huh.
Kinda just ran.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's a problem for later, JC.
That's a problem for season 3 of the Maelstrom.
That is a problem for season 3. Or whenever Lucius invents astral travel, which is in about 4-ish levels.
Uh-huh.
Lucius is going to jump right into one of the DAC's old webways, isn't he?
Yeah, probably. But to get some nonsense going. Soon as I get that limited wish, I'm doing all sorts of nonsense. Nothing will be able to stop me.
Yeah.
Yes, well, the Penguin's already more powerful than... The Penguin wins against... I think the Penguin wins against everyone in the Maelstrom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait until the Penguin stops holding back and goes full on Henrietta Hare. Stage 3
Yes.
Henrietta Hare.
Yes. Only I know of the Penguin's true strength.
And at that, some of it's still a mystery to even you.
Penguin does probably beat Goku.
The penguin is so strong, the penguin has broke containment and is starting to leak into other games I play.
That's right, as it should. The penguin is pure chaos.
I mean, temporally speaking, the penguin's been following you, Bob.
Yeah. Hunting you.
The penguin hasn't broken
Knows.
containment. It's just been following you temporally.
Oh.
Bob, you left the door open. Yeah. Oh no, it's got him again.
Like
Because
I remember the infinite hallways full of TVs. I don't remember a door.
that was
Yeah.
psychologically compressed to preserve your psyche.
Yes.
Huh.
It's true. Matrix has damaged the penguin a single time by accident. The only person who might win against the penguin is Sven. Sven might be able to handle the penguin.
Okay, hear me out.
Yes.
The 3 mascots of the 3
Yes.
teams in a nonsense battle royale.
I must cast my vote towards the penguin. I think that the nonsense level of the penguin will be difficult to keep up with. However, it does also get easily distracted. And so ergo, far more may have an advantage on that. One might say far more has far more options.
Yeah. The penguin would eventually break far more.
Oh, cool, a cardboard box with a stick. Yeah, that's exactly what I need to watch out for. Pure of heart.
Dumb of
of
ass.
foot. Yeah.
I love that I knew exactly where you were going with that.
Yes. Also, Bob, it is a good thing that CG decided that he was going to stick with the like proper normal D&D rules, because if we changed to the 2024 ones, I was going to pull some nonsense.
I haven't even begun to learn 2024.
No. The only thing, so Bob, I did learn something. So you know Armor of Agathis, yes?
Yes.
Yes, it's a classic spell. Everyone loves it. And you know what causes it to stop working, right?
I know some things that can cause it to stop working.
Yeah, the main one is if you lose those temporary HP.
Yes.
Yes. So the 2024 version has one itty bitty difference. Just says it ends when you lose all your temporary hit points. Doesn't say from that spell.
How long does it take to get to a long rest again?
To get to a long rest? I don't know. But the spell lasts for an hour. And also, they've changed the way that both Polymorph and Wild Shape work. They no longer change your stat block. They give you temp HP. Which means you can get temp HP of a mammoth. Which means you can have an Armor of Agathis with 150 temp HP. You see the problem?
I do see the problem.
D&D is a game of logistics. They didn't use any when making it this time.
It is a game for lawyers, and they left a nice big glaring loophole. Yes, the buffed Wobbuffet build. Well said, Wiley Willie.
You know, this shit is why it's taken me so long to make the Vismine system.
Yeah.
Specifically to avoid the fuckery that happens in D&D.
I also built a smiting bard. And that was funny. hilariously, it was ranged, so even worse.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Right, because in 24, Smite works with range now, doesn't it?
No, well, I actually haven't checked that. But no, it's actually due to the fact that there's a particular bard subclass called the College of Whispers. And it has a pretty meh feature in normal D&D in that you can use a bardic inspiration to just like essentially cause damage. Similar to a smite, similar to a sneak attack. However, with the new rules, you can regain bardic inspiration at the expense of any spell slot, which means you can continuously smite with it. It's pretty great.
Behold the word of my God, and that wood is fucking loud.
Exactly. You could probably... Ooh, that's a good idea, actually. You could probably make some sort of, like, noise marine offshoot. That's not a bad idea. Let's see. Smite.
JC, I need to get you back into this mind again, just so you can see the bullshit that I have going on.
JC, please, give me a way to give Solomon more smites.
Well...
Oh, wait.
I suggest
wait.
that you just invest a little bit in Whispers Bard.
No, dude. So you're saying a Bard Paladin can be a smite machine?
Yes. And technically, you'd be able to smite both at the same time.
Thank you for giving me a new weapon for the Silver Devil.
Of course, my pleasure. Does have to be for 2024, though. Doesn't work in normal one.
You say that now. Give me 15 minutes in Sean's ear.
Yes. Also, to answer your earlier question, Smite is, first of all, now a spell. Ew. Gross. I don't like that at all. Oh, that's so disgusting. Yeah, so it's now a bonus action spell. And it can apply to a melee weapon or an unarmed strike. Yeah, I agree, Callie. Gross. This is horrible. How is Bard the better smiter now? What?
Because
How does that make
bards needed
sense?
more reason to do.
Apparently, and like Callie said, they now get, at max level, you get power word kill and can target 2 people at the same time with it.
What is power word kill but another level of smite?
It truly is.
Yeah, they've already been fiddling with wizard spells as well
Yep.
on D&D Beyond.
Why would they make Smite?
I'm...
Oh, that's so awful.
So all the summon spells are kind of fucked now.
Yeah, you are still able to access, whatchamacallit, legacy spells, but, yeah. Oh, this is... Oh, yeah, and the one nice thing about it is you get a free Paladin Smite without expending a spell slot once per long rest. That's magnificent. Thank you for that. You're so generous.
Paladins are feasting in 2024, though.
Paladins?
From what I've understood.
What's a paladin?
How's that? What? The class?
It's a joke.
It's a
Oh,
reference.
I see. Gotcha. Fair enough.
It's a reference to the Spoony Bard.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
21.
Anyway, let's see. What else do they... Yeah, because, I mean, I don't see too much that they get. Let's see. Now, Sacred Weapon... it's normal. Smite of Protection. That's interesting, I suppose. You can give everybody half cover. That's not bad, I guess. But Inspiring Smite, I suppose you get more things to do with Smites? I won't lie, I never really needed there to be much more stuff to do with Smites. Smites were enough in their own. Hit, cause big damage, I'm happy. Yeah. Of Vengeance.
I am now curious on what the difference between a level 20 Vismine character and a level 20 D&D character would be.
Good question. I am not familiar enough with this mine to be able to answer.
So, Callie, Robot, Zator, and Croc had a party that were level 3 against A
Man, I
demon.
can't believe Rosso got killed in real life and replaced with Zator. Man.
That's great. But yes, no. They were up against a demon lord that I've run a couple times called Kelgor. Kelgor, I will not run for a party under level 7
Let's see.
in D&D.
I see.
What level were you guys? Because I believe
3.
Rosso forgot to level up his character.
Pretty
I
So
think that
funny.
was level
still
1 then. Yeah, and I hit him with the ambulance.
And
then the ambulance got destroyed, and then I went and found a car and started ramming into him with the car.
That's pretty funny.
I literally did a Brock Sampson on him.
That's pretty good. I like that. Now, you know who is feasting in the 2024 rules? Clerics. They get free wish.
Oh, they've changed it from
What?
Miracle to Wish, or?
Yeah, it's their divine intervention no longer is a. Let me find it. It's no longer a random chance. It just happens, and it emulates wish.
Your god immediately calls you a bitch. Yeah.
Let's see, where are you? Let's see, divine intervention. Yeah. As a magic action, you can choose any cleric spell of level 5 or lower. Blah blah blah. But then later on, you get greater divine inspiration, where you can just duplicate wish.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. And then you just can't use divine intervention for 2d4 long rests.
I mean, that isn't terrible.
No, it's an excellent. You get a free casting of wish. Yeah, it's pretty
Once
fantastic.
a week, basically.
Yeah, and the divine intervention itself is fantastic because it's essentially limited wish like I have for Lucius, except it's only limited to clerics. But still, being able to just cast it without any material components once a day is very strong. That is less than the normal cooldown. Yes. Correct, Callie. Yeah. I mean, I guess the overall power ceiling of 2024 did rise. I think that's why Paladin doesn't seem all that impressive. But, yeah. I think Sorcerer also gets some nonsense. What does Sorcerer get again?
Please keep in mind that apparently now clerics have the power of both god and anime on their side.
True, yes. Arcane Apotheosis. Oh yeah, sorcerers just get to use meta magic as much as they want at level 20. That's pretty funny, actually.
Meta magic can be fun.
Yeah. Free meta magic. That's pretty great. Without spending sorcery points on it.
I remember making a meta magic, which all it did was, for absolutely free, anything your magic touched became delicious.
What did wizards get?
A book.
Yeah, probably. Wizards are unchanged. That's pretty funny.
Ah. So we left them at shore, on the coast, if you would.
Yes. Spell mastery. Yeah. You can replace your spell masteries and signature spells. I suppose that's kind of nice. But yeah, no, they pretty much. I don't think they changed too much. I guess, yeah, because it was already quite strong. Yeah. But yes, nonsense. Nonsense all around. I don't know why they buffed Cleric either, Callie. It was already exceptionally strong. We had Gracia. Once he got a hold of that stone, it was immediately everyone's problem. Remember the good old days, Bob. You throwing hell orbs at me running away. Classic. I think I finally done it. I've killed Bob.
Up, up, up.
No.
Nice try, bitch.
No! I mean, yay! Hooray, I'm so happy.
I've been,
Megatron, you're alive! I'm so pleased.
There it is.
I've been messing with my microphone because I was talking, and none of you replied to anything that I said.
No. You're like, huh? This is strange. Did you have any interesting thoughts that you wanted to share with us?
I said that the wizards are basically the same.
Yeah.
Abjur's got a little bit better.
Yeah.
But generally, Wizards was bringing everybody up to the power that is a wizard.
Yeah. True. Everyone
Good
except
game.
for... Yeah, except for poor Hunter. Or Ranger. Ranger's still pretty normal. I mean, Ranger's
Gingy's got a
good
question.
anyway. I quite like Ranger.
Gingy, this is probably a good place to ask for those that are DMs. Do you use any kind of app or specific program to make digital DM screens? I have about 20 different tabs from the D&D wiki pulled up on my second screen at any given time.
Yeah, I also do not create DM screens. I purely run off tabs.
I have a wonderful pair of pants that lets me fly by the seat of them.
Ah, yes. Like Gingy's like, you guys got any advice? Do you have advice for us? We could. Do you know where to make a digital DM screen? I'd like to know.
Well, look, I don't do straight D&D very much anymore for running it. I do this mine. And at that, half the time I will sit there and go, hey Croc, what's on this page?
Ah, Callie, only 20%? 90% of all B is made up. You're more prepared than I am.
It's cute that you think that Massmaphore is planned out.
Yes. I learned a long time ago, if I try to plan, it will never be enough. Ergo, just don't plan.
Uh-huh.
And it works wonderfully.
That's how I trained Lenny to DM.
I have learned that I accidentally make really good plot points just by running.
Yeah. It's amazing the things that just, especially when a player says, oh, so that's what happened.
It
You
is
just nod
now.
along. Yep. That's exactly what happened. Good job on having inspiration on figuring that out. I'm proud of you. Holy heck.
I have an
why did you say
inspiration. I'm going
that?
to write this shit down for next time.
Exactly.
Uh,
Every now and then in All Me, someone will say something. I say, that's a genius idea. I'm taking that idea. And you'll never know.
yeah. I had a campaign that ran for almost 2 years. And the players were slowly realizing that shit was all linking together. I was just running off the seat of my pants. I was as surprised as them.
Mm-hmm. Quite funny. Exactly, Callie. I am forever thankful for it. Because then I can say, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. I should use that idea.
I'm using that now. It's mine. You can't have it back.
Mm-hmm. There is one current plot point that is happening that someone mentioned, and now I'm using it. And it's like, yep, and you'll never know which one.
Oh lord, what was it? I was running an amnesia campaign. The players had no idea what they had, who they were at the very start, and they were learning throughout the campaign. One of the players kept going, "Oh, is this why? Oh, is this it? Oh, is it?" I was going, "Yeah, no, possibly."
Possible. Yeah. Oh, that's the ultimate D line. Yep. Could be. Who can say, really? It's like, I have no idea. Sure. Why not?
Because the system I want to use, I don't know if I can just wing it, you know. It's not about memorizing the information, my dude. It's about being able to look up the information on the fly.
Exactly. Just me, Gingy. Always have the rules open, and then just look at me like, yeah, okay, cool.
Alright.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. The biggest problem is keeping track of what rules the players are trying to bend at any given point in time. It's not making a through thread.
It is also much easier to wing it in a play-by-post than it is to wing it in a live game.
Yeah, because you
with
got...
with a play-by-post, I can pause and just make up an excuse for like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go grab something as I look through the rules. Like, all right, there you are.
Like, I've had players straight up tell me to my face, oh no, you're not going to bed until that sumbitch is dead, because if we let you go, you will think of a way for them to fucking escape.
I still remember season 1. All the times they'd be like, all right, guess I'm staying up till 2. I gotta kill Devil Gundam. I won't know peace until it is day.
Uh-huh.
Or also the other one with the darn giant fear Grandos Minos Grandes.
Mm-hmm.
Those ones were fun.
Ah, yes, Necrom's creations.
Yes, exactly. I do like that you were like, all right, I see what you want to do here, Snake. I'm just going to throw in some hollows real quick. And then you just threw in some hollows. I'm like, all right, cool, I guess we're doing that. It's true. Nanto Mind Control did. That was the most hilarious time. Because I went to bed thinking, I'm doing pretty good as Faust. Everything's going according to plan. And I went to sleep. And I woke up to, JC! Oh no, what happened? I scroll through.
No, I gotta get out of here.
That's exactly right. I gotta get out of here and fake my death, which I did.
Let's
And
see,
it did
you
work.
proceeded to declare a sovereign nation,
Yes.
then you faked your death,
Yes.
then you caused the rat war.
Yes. Well, then I went to the hive.
Uh-huh.
Then I caused the rat war. And then I got a Glock. And then I got killed. But then I came back as Gauntlets.
What
And
happened?
I'm
He
still
died.
alive.
Don't worry, he got better.
Yes.
And now you are the weapon of basically a hive god.
Yes, exactly. So really, he got everything he wanted in life.
Fucking big ass
Import-
monkey's paw.
Immortality. It's fine. Faust deserves Monkey's Paw. Faust's will is carried on in Lucius. Lucius is just Faust, but worse somehow.
Lucius is a fine, upstanding gentleman. I will not hear any slander of the
That's
world's
very
most
correct as well.
smarmiest man.
Both can be true, you see.
Bro, Alpha, you were face to face with the Mother of All Hollows, and you played nice with her.
Was that the Dullahan?
No, Dullahan was the guardian, was one of the 3 sisters in the Creeping Hollow.
Yeah.
Alpha literally ran into a former PC of mine, which JC.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember her now.
Have you seen the Prince Division?
I saw the beginning of it. I never watched the actual full thing.
You know
but
the
of it.
gist of what a princess is, right?
Remind me. It's been a solid few years.
It's somebody who is a pillar of reality, but they empower quote-unquote monsters that are around them.
Okay.
This girl was like that for Hollows. The Hollows basically fed off of her essence and grew stronger. And by keeping her around and not killing her, they made themselves grow stronger and stronger. And Alpha came face to face with her as a Soul Reaper. And let her go and played nice with her.
Man, Alice really just was not made out, cut out for Soul Society.
I don't know if he would have made the 13 captains, but we're hopeful.
Yeah.
He got his
I
ass.
believe he did fight. Yeah, he got beat up by Kenpachi, didn't he?
Yeah, he was in like Squad 10, and he got his ass kicked by Kenpachi a lot.
That's real funny. I do find it funny that since that game, I caught up on the entirety of Bleach.
I'm sorry.
How's
So,
that going for you?
so up to the like Aizen gets defeated, right?
Yeah, no. I'm
Good,
up to
good.
1,000-Year Blood War arc, baby. I'm watching it. New
Hey,
episode today. I'm just waiting
Hey,
for the
JC, what if I told you that,
Yeah.
that's all non-canon stuff? That doesn't count. Like,
No.
it's,
Just
it's
remember,
it's all filler
fuck them
arc. It's like
doors.
the Bout arc.
They
okay?
were
What do
mimics.
you
It's fine.
mean?
If I'd been able,
it's
I'd have
been
killed
great so
Faust
far.
very
I even liked
violently.
the full
If I'd been
bring arc.
able to. As the Terran Children's Fey Godmother, it's my job to find your
The
soul
bits
and use it for
pieces of the
science.
story are fine. Altogether, there's little things here and there that make it a subpar story.
I don't know. I think it's fine enough.
Well, don't
Yeah.
actually tell him the whole story. I want him to actually go through the whole thing.
Yes. I did read. That is how I caught up. I only read the manga up until 1,000-Year Blood War.
Okay.
I tell you, there is no greater feeling than just pumping through that book and just blaring #1 in your ears. Oh boy, that really puts you in the mood to finish it.
You know, you got me about to cut off onto a tangent now.
Oh, tangent on, my man.
I used to Bleach was one of my favorite shows back in the day. So
Yeah.
much so that in the age of abridging, I constantly tried to get into Bleach Abridged series.
Nice.
I had a really fucking good Ogichi voice. Hollow Ichigo?
That's right. You also, yeah, that's right. Because you also used that for the Jinji versus Thingy-Bobber Wendigo fight.
I mean, to be honest with you, just about
Didn't
hearing
you
when-
make
when-
that?
No, Jinji versus Wendigo. Remember, you did. It was when he was fighting Wendigo.
Uh-huh.
You did the whole horse thing, I think, or was it? It
yes.
was either
Yes,
for him or it was for what's her face, Ketchum's. I can't recall.
No, it was Jinji versus Wendigo. I made
right.
that reference. So I
Yeah.
was really, really good at doing Hollow Ichigo because Hollow Ichigo's base is a lot like my current Grim, but then I just modify it slightly. I bring him up right about here, and I bring his voice down. What's the difference between a king and his horse? And then I add the filter onto it, and it makes it sound so damn good.
Filters do wonders.
I got booked as Hollow Ichigo in so many fucking abridged series, but they always ended before they got to me.
That's
Yeah.
real funny.
I actually did an abridged series once. There was one episode that ever came out, and it was Metabot's Abridged, and I played Meta B.
That's funny.
And then they were gonna make a special, which was just doing Stacy's mom, but it's Icky's mom, and I had to sing it, and I'm like, I don't know how to sing. How am I gonna do this as a robot?
As a robot. Shockingly, it's easier than actual singing.
Nowadays it is. I was gonna go with binary, but now I'm gonna go with AI-nary.
Badum tish. What was the thing? But yes, yeah, and so now I have been enjoying Bleach from what I had seen. Oh, poor robot dog, he's dead. No, X3, get back up. But no, I have been enjoying Bleach, and I have really enjoyed 1,000-Year Blood War so far. That's been beautifully animated and done.
Favorite Zanpakuto?
Oh, that's a good question.
In either the 1,000 Blood Year Blood
Yeah.
War, and just in general.
Oh man, that's a tough question. Let's see. My first go-to is Aizen's because it's just nonsense, and I like that.
Uh-huh.
Here's the thing: does it appeal to Korn?
That's a good question. I don't know if it appeals to Corn. Though also, at the same time, I do like Sakanade. You know, Shinji's one.
Yeah, no,
Just because that's such a neat ability, is turn everything upside down. It seems useless, but then it's like, yeah, but actually also it's very good. Ooh, of course. Osetsu Nimaya, something like, I think the sword master for Squad Zero. He's also got a pretty great one, given that it's just a really sharp sword that he can't use.
One that
That's
I
not
love.
like- no.
Go ahead, Travis.
I think I was just gonna say my favorite one is probably either Wabisuke or the one that just turns into a flail. Because as somebody who's used that, I'm just like, I would use this a lot. I just whip it out. But I like Wabisuke for the ability.
Wabisuke is very fun.
Yeah, Wabisuke is the one that makes things heavier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doubles its weight.
Yeah, every time it gets hit, that is a fun ability.
One that I really like. I don't remember his name, but he's the blonde smiling man from the Hollow.
Oh yeah,
folks,
that's
the
that's
Wizards.
Shinji. Yeah, that's Shinji.
Shinji, yeah.
Yeah, I like his Bankai because that is absolutely a Bankai that the Silver Devil would have.
Yes, it's just
bigger
total
friend
inversion
journey.
is a great ability.
Mm.
Unfortunately, immediately gets killed because he tells too much about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no,
No,
Shinji.
He's not dead in this series.
No, he's not dead. I'm just saying the Bankai immediately gets just
Oh,
nuked
oh.
off.
Well, yeah, it's a banned Bankai in the
Yeah.
Soul Society, so why, they had an opportunity to use it, and then they did. You know what? No, I'm going to keep my mouth shut because I'm going to go on a tangent about my problems with Blood War, but
Well, no,
there
it's
are
it's
cool
that
things.
Bambiette blows him up immediately.
Anyways,
I'm causing Travis physical pain.
came in here to be relieved of my stress, and I'm here
I'm reminding you of
get
it.
tangent about Bleached.
And to answer Alpha's earlier question, greatly enjoyed Don. I'm looking forward to the rest of the series.
I have not seen it. What's it about? Describe it into a few words for me.
Okay. 2 high schoolers.
2 high schoolers.
Yes. One believe in ghost, one believe in alien.
So Danny Phantom.
Both correct.
Again, so Danny Phantom.
Misadventure. You're not wrong, I won't lie. Misadventures then happen.
Sounds fun.
Yes. Cute romance.
Oh, there it is.
What do you mean, oh, there it is?
Well, there had to be a hook. There had to be
Yes.
something that you can go on all these tandem adventures, get hit by a truck, go become a refrigerator or something like that. You need to have some sort of substance to it. And
I mean,
there
there
it
is also
cute
the fact that
romance.
the guy got possessed by Turbo Granny.
Turbo Granny making so
Turbo
many
Granny.
pies.
Turbo Granny, yeah. Which, fun fact, apparently a real urban legend. It is known as the 100-kilometer per hour grandma.
Beautiful.
Remember, folks, fuck them doors. They were mimics. If I'd been able to, I would have killed Frost very violently. If I'd been able to, as the Terran children's Fey godmother, it's my job to find your soul and use it for science.
Turbo Granny.
Oh, I see. Turbo Granny, the hag is a demon, a series. I get it. She runs. She's looking like she's running like the way I run when I you have to go to the bathroom at night time, but it's really cold out. You don't want to put clothes on, so you just you scuttle to the bathroom, and then you're and you scuttle back.
I love this. I love Mysterio's theme back in the day. It's so fucking ominous.
I am so upset that it took me at least a week to figure out these guys were the Mario and Luigi. When we were doing the dragon campaign, and then it's the elder leaper lad and the younger leaper lad, and I'm like, oh, they jump. Oh no.
I found the name. Finally. Huh.
Yes, Alpha, but they're not defending their titles this week.
They got to keep limber.
Lambert. So, just to very quickly touch back on the conversation we were having about Bleach.
Yeah.
For me, the Zanpakuto would have to be, for the first one, is Shinzo or Kamishimi no Yari.
Oh, yeah. Yes. What's it? Gein's one.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a neat one. I won't lie.
Yeah. With the other one for the more recent ones that I enjoy being Benihime.
Yeah, Benehime's a very good one. Even Mitsuki is a terrifying one.
Oh yeah, no. Which those two, I quite enjoyed the utility of them.
Yes. It's neat getting to see people use powers that aren't necessarily like super hyper mega kill or things that are super hyper mega kill.
So, I know there used to be a fan theory that the Shikai was how you represent yourself to other people, and the Bankai is how you are. The question becomes, what do you think your Bankai would be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
What, like based on the ones we know, or based on what we know about ourselves?
Based on what you know about yourself, because your Shikai can only be determined by other people.
Yeah.
Because it's how you represent yourself to other people.
Well, while we're all thinking about our Bankais, why don't the group here collectively tell you what your Shikai is then? Because
that's a good idea.
I like that one.
That's a fun. All right, since Travis volunteered first.
I mean, I'm pretty easy to figure out for both inside and out, so you gotta go for it.
Let's see. Scan my brain. Let's see. What would
you get to name it? One of you gets to name it. One of you gets
Lord.
the description of it, and one of you tells me what the power is.
Oh Lord.
We can collectively agree on things.
Yes. Let's see.
I mean,
here.
come to an agreement, but throw out some ideas. I'm curious.
All right. Let's see.
This goes to the chat. I'm looking at it.
I feel like surely has something to do with. Ooh, okay. I think I got it. Amplifies sound frequency. I think that's a good starting base power. Whenever you hit something with it, starts ringing, gets louder. You can break stuff with that. I see I'm alone in this.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
I can see that.
Yeah.
So in other words, just to understand, so I can make a frequency, but it has the power to be able to like. It's such a high frequency, it can start to shatter things that are more than the typical thing. So probably getting up to the point of like rocks and like plants and people's eardrums and
Or even
like
their lungs.
glass. Their lungs if I have enough effort into them. Or is it like I can manipulate the frequency to go higher or lower, so like thus making the brown note a actual physical possibility?
I think its physical description should be a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Wait, no, hockey stick. He's Canadian, right?
No,
JC,
no.
I'm gonna put this out here. I do not play hockey, and I do not like hockey.
Back to baseball bat.
Get this. I got it.
Yeah. All right.
It's a katana, but it's a katana. The sword goes up, and from the hilt it branches out into two katanas. It's a giant tuning fork.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty great. I like that.
The tuning fork's fine.
Very quickly, JC, I'd like to take your idea and refine it a little bit.
Unacceptable. I'll
Do
kill
you
you.
know what Shatterpoint is?
I believe that's just like the resonant frequency where something shatters, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So his Shikai would be something along the lines of Shatterpoint, where if he strikes something, it starts to vibrate, and the more he strikes it, the closer it gets to its own resonant Shatterpoint.
Yeah.
So it takes a certain number of them. Like everyone has their own specific one, but I'm just kind of speeding up the process to it. and I have to reach a certain number, like that assassin characters, like she has to get 2 before she kills you. I have to
I'm
get
sure
like,
it'll work every time, like hers does.
yeah, that's why I'm too powerful. I'm overpowered.
Exactly. You'll do really well in your first introduction. You will never ever land it again.
I will never, ever, ever.
Considering the insights I've gotten about Travis, things that he's said without constantly thinking about
Contact?
how he presents himself, I think his Bankai would be the equivalent reverse of that, allowing him to mend something, to fix something.
Interesting.
It is not necessarily a combat ability, but it is an incredibly wanted ability on the field.
He just stabs people. You're healed.
I mean, I already have the name then.
I see. What is that?
I mean, the Shikai even said it.
Shatterpoint.
Yeah, that's a great name for it.
That is. Albeit you would probably have to raise it up with a little bit of Japanese, but yeah.
So I'd have to find the Japanese version of like "Sound It Out" Shatterpoint.
Yeah.
Actually, I think
Sound
I
it
might
out.
have
Oh,
one
that's
for you. Give me a second.
Speaking of, so Stormtrooper, you find a shattered compass, a tarnished brass compass with its glass cover shattered. The needle spins slowly, always pointing somewhere just off true north. Sometimes when you're lost in thought, the needle pauses briefly, pointing straight at you before resuming its slow spin.
There we go. We now have, and you could probably even use it similar to like a dowsing rod as well. You could use it to, actually that could be an interesting thing for like the Bankai. It becomes a homing thing.
See, where you guys were getting onto that point, and I kind of see that. But if I was to make my own Bankai, I suppose something similar to that, but it would probably be a little bit more on the physical side, because I'd be like, I'd get to the point where like I physically would get into combat with people, not just whacking them with my big old tuning fork. I would, I guess, become the tuning fork, and every time I hit you, you would get to a certain shattering point faster. Or, like you were talking about, like having some sort of positive effects. If I could get, like, I guess I could, like, somehow give somebody, like, some sort of, like, weird massage by, like, doing lower, slower frequencies.
Yeah, that
by
makes sense.
touching them on their, like, nose or something.
Yeah.
So,
Shockwave.
Travis, if I may, real quickly. Shut the point around on the hoko.
That's a pretty fun one. I like that.
Travis, the Bankai goes from a sword into a pair of gauntleted knuckle gauntlets that go up the arm, across the chest, and down the other arm, causing you to become the tuning fork. And as you crack them with it,
Muguruma.
something in the gauntlet, in the back of the hand, the gauntlet causes the reverberations, which would allow you to either use this for destructive purposes or for healing purposes, which would allow you to, like, make a fist and then just punch down into the ground, Tsunade style, and cause a shockwave into the ground, which would just rip it forward.
You could be trained by Muguruma. You both have punch Bankais.
Yeah, we could... I'm not going to finish that sentence, but yeah.
You're the master.
Yeah.
You're the master of fisting people. Have fun with that one, Willie.
Yeah. Travis, just so you have the translation for what I had said, it is Shatterpoint the Lion's Roar.
I like it.
Shatterpoint, Ryan no Hoko.
That is pretty good. Of course, you do have to say Bankai first.
Oh, right. Bankai.
There we go.
Shatterpoint go Ryan no Hoko.
See, there you go. That's a proper good Bankai. I like it.
I'm also sick, so I'm just like...
I mean, it feeds into it nicely.
I do find it funny. We describe him in this very loud Bankai, and he's just, I'm dying.
Grand Admiral, thank you for your 12 months of
The
time.
opposite of loud.
Damn.
I unleash my Bankai and I die. That's my Bankai.
Beautiful.
No, dude, that's an interesting persona because you are the person that realizes that sound is a weapon and you only speak when you need to. because you're the type of person that when you fucking speak, people listen.
Is that true? I don't believe that's true at all.
Well, that's your persona. That's how people see you.
That's the Soul Reaper persona. Quite different.
I'm talking about Travis, not me. I'm sorry. I'm talking about me, not this character we're coming up with.
Yes, exactly.
To be fair,
Nope.
to be fair, we're going off the idea that
If Travis got transported into Soul Reaper.
yeah,
Travis got transported to Sorby, I'd be one of those dumb humans that's like, ghosts are real. I'm gonna go into this town where these people are flying around like a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, you would be. Oh my goodness, you would be. What's his face? Don something or other.
Yeah, I'd be him.
Yeah.
who's next on the list? Would that be Rosa or?
Let's do JC because he brought up the idea. Let's get to him.
Wow. All right. Ascribe me.
I'm thinking of the name Creation Flux.
Interesting.
I came up with the name. I have contributed all I need to.
I've contributed my minimum. I am now going to die again.
Go back to my sounds.
He's just hitting the tuning fork. Please, someone help me. Please, someone help me.
Sound up if you got him.
Your weapon ability is you are able to use latent reishi in the area in order to augment and modify the area and the terrain with various items by creating them in the area. Creating hazards, pitfalls, or various weapons or things that you might need for yourself or allies.
Or a block of platinum if you need it.
Hey JC, I just dropped something into the microphone for you. Do you want me to say it first, or you want to say it first?
Let's see. Let's see. Nyari Tuwaru. Go ahead, you do it first. I'll copy you. Why do you do this to me? What have I done to you?
I see Neko. He's a cat.
I am a cat. I am the wise cat. Okay.
Grinning cat, the creation flux. Literally, the Cheshire cat.
I knew. I do find it funny. You guys have essentially, for my Shikai, given me Looney Tunes drawing abilities.
Yeah.
Well, my thought was just like because you play like a DM a lot, or you're very in. You'll be like, okay, well, this is where this is going, so we're just gonna roll with it. So why not make that your power? Like, hey, they're gonna come at you with their hockey sticks sort of doom. You're just like, okay, cool. I need a puck. So then your brain just goes, okay, there's a puck there, and it just. But then, like, it's depending on how like strong you are. You may have wanted one puck, but you might get like 40 of them. Yeah, you don't know, but you're just like, you know what? I need one of these, and it manifests out of the reishi in the air.
So.
Oh my goodness, you guys have made me a automated version of Grimmy.
Yeah.
So
I like that. That's a good idea.
Very much so, JC. You present yourself to the community as a happy-go-lucky individual who enjoys being a little bit of a trickster.
Yes. I can see this.
Which, does that not fit it nicely?
Oh, I agree.
Callie,
Let's see.
you get a moth-eaten scarf, a long, once beautiful scarf with intricate patterns, now faded and worn full of holes. When worn, it seems to unravel just a little bit more each day, as if something or someone is carefully pulling at the threads. There's a faint scent of smoke clinging to it despite its age.
Yay!
Question: does mending fix it?
Probably not.
Mending fixes
I think there's
tears.
something supernatural go on.
It fixes anything except for the unraveling of it.
And the smell.
Yeah.
And the smell. Nothing can fix the smell. You can't get cigar smoke out of nothing.
You can't get cigar smoke out of imagination. It's stuck in there forever.
Exactly. Let's see. What would my Bankai be? Because I like...
Yeah, you get to make your own Bankai.
Yes.
The question is, would the Bankai be an escalation of the ability or a reversal of it?
I think it would be an escalation. From what I'm thinking, Because I always like to think that things do tend to go my way even when things go bad, which is always nice. I think it would start escalating there, so now you're not only putting things there, you're also changing the layouts of things. Like, yeah, I was there like 5 seconds ago, but now you walked in front of that. When? Well, I said you did. And it just almost a passive form of very leaning never hurts.
So basically, Domino's ability from X-Men.
A little bit Domino's ability. I think that would be fun. And as for, because it does need to be a weapon, so we do need a shape for this. What's my Shikai? What did we say my Shikai was?
Your Shikai? Let's see. I think for you specifically, it would be a book with, it'd be a large kind of like brush stroke, but it has a book as its brush. So whenever you flap the pages open, the brush will like spray out reishi, and it will manifest whatever is on that page. And you've got like you yourself have written off these personal things in the day you might need, and then when you strike your brush, it will come out.
I like that. It's a good. Could you imagine me having a sword and then saying, "I don't need the sword anymore. I got a book. You're in trouble." Oh,
So
no, he has a
The
book.
pen
this
is
is
mightier
this
than
is the
the sword.
Shikai. This is the release of the sword. So I could see that, yeah.
Yeah, because the normal sealed form, and then the Shikai is when it changes into a proper one, and then you got the Bankai for the
like
hybrid
your-
stage. My Mega Evolution. What would the shape of my Bankai be? I like the idea of.
I could see it be. I could
The drawing
also see the
tablet.
Shikai being a more of a saber with the bloated out end that looks like a paintbrush.
Yeah, I can
So
see it.
as
Very
you bring
similar
the
to
sword out in the slash, that's how it manipulates things.
What's his face? Hold on, what's his face? This guy.
It's a
Alright.
saber that looks like a bookmark, and your Bankai is a giant Wukong-like staff quill.
I like that. That's yeah, I like that. It's also it reminds me of what's his face. Oh, the main guy from Squad Zero with the paintbrush.
Yeah. I was
Um,
thinking a little bit of that, but I had to
Ye-
reduce it because he has one of the original
Yeah,
Shikai.
and he'll kill me.
Yeah, he'll kill you, and he'll do identity theft, which is not cool.
Exactly. No, he'll do reverse identity theft.
It's not identity theft, it's identity reassignment.
Yeah.
I don't know
Exactly.
if that's even better.
It's not. It's much worse. All right, for Bob. Good Bob. What would Bob's be? I'm thinking. Let's see here.
It's kind of tough because it would be very similar, but
It would be very similar. I'm almost thinking. I almost
got
like
one.
the idea of a dagger with almost one of those like little poppers that you see in like the Game of Life at the end. And so he presses it against something, it pops, and then the result is determined by the dice.
I honestly feel like you would be like you would get. So I like the idea that you have a game or a gamble with somebody, and if you win, there's a benefit for you, but if your opponent wins, there is a benefit at a cost for your opponent. So they might, like, you might both get super strength if you both, either one of you win it, but his super strength might be only in his foot, whereas you get it in where you want it.
So
It's
if I
like a bit of a rigged game, so to speak.
Dice fudge.
So
I'm not
I
quite
just
sure,
got
'cause I'm-
something in the microphone free.
Because I'm thinking of Grim, and I'm like,
But this is Bob.
Well,
Say
Grim
little
is a
bit.
large part of Bob's public persona among us.
It is true, but I mean,
so he doesn't have to necessarily be a dagger. I think maybe just having like Grim's claw or something.
So Bob has something similar to Eisen and the other captain with the mental ability. However, it is a spatial reverse. It's a spatial reversal in that everything for the character is still the same, except for where things are placed. Bob controls the board with his Shikai.
Very similar. Reminds me, it
This
seems
is
very similar to mine.
similar, but in a different way.
Yeah,
It is still a mental effect. Yours creates things out of reishi. Bob's affect people's perceptions of where everything is for his initial.
That could be interesting for a Shikai.
Oh,
yeah,
so it's Bob's fault. Why I can't find my keys in the morning. He keeps
exactly.
He
Or
keeps
when you
telling-
stub your
he's-
toe on a wall and you're like, that wall
like-
wasn't there before.
Exactly.
You know how when you look for something and you look for it and you can't fucking find it, and then you go to like your wife or your mom and you tell them you can't find it, they walk over and find it immediately?
Yeah.
That's your ability.
That's your doing. Oh,
It was me, Barry. It was me all along.
Interesting.
However, as a Shikai, it only
Nice job,
affects
Mitsuko.
Bob.
What does that mean?
So, sorry, I guess it would be only affects Bob or only affects a single target.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's like you'd have to. Yeah, gotcha.
And Bob, what would be your Bankai then?
That's an interesting question there, Mega Man.
If I may, Bob.
Go ahead.
Given what I've learned of you through private conversation and everything else, your Bankai could very well be an escalation, but allowing you to protect your allies. So, as opposed to a single target, you could target half the field and disguise your friends, be able to potentially switch, actually physically switch them with where the opponent thinks they are. So, if the opponent thinks they've caught on to this ability and they redirect it, you can just flip everything immediately.
Me and Bob in a team would be horrible.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I thought of something and it's so fucking worse.
Yeah.
Alright. It's the dagger with the popping D20, right?
Yeah.
Every time I activate it, I have to pop it. And depending on the roll is how effective it is. To my benefit or to theirs. The higher the roll, the more powerful it is. It starts off with like a D6 or what have you. It's different stages. And as the various stages go up, the D20 gets bigger. The die gets bigger and bigger. And the higher the roll, the bigger it is. The Bankai is an escalation in the fact that it makes the range much bigger, and it allows me to control more at once.
I like it. It's fun.
I'm surprised none of you went with Rules of Bob for my name.
Hey, Bob. Bob. The ability is basically the reversed rules of Bob. It prevents things from attacking you. Also, the name I went with for the Shikai that I dropped into the chat is Silent Beast, the Impending Chaos. What are the rules of Bob, if not Silent Chaos?
There. Let me see. All in this order. Oh shit! Hey, Catherine!
Yeah?
Thank you to Queen Lady Kathgina for the $10 dono, saying for a drink of your choice. Hot damn. I will take a drink of knockoff Baja Blast in your honor there, Queen Kathgina.
Beautiful.
Users always under the effects of Rules of Bob. And then they make it everybody else's problem. Everyone becomes Bob. Everyone must endure.
Everyone but Bob becomes Bob. Who's next on the list?
Let's see, we haven't done you yet.
I don't know if Straw Hat's here or not.
Straw Hat's muted up hard, so.
don't mind
I
you
think I know
giving me a go.
exactly. Well,
I said, I don't mind you giving me a go.
let's see. I feel like Rosso's pretty easy. His general perception is his general perception is robot. So I feel like something going on the mechanical side. Heck, I'd even say lean into the rocket launcher style Bankai from the other girl and just give him like a hand cannon.
You mean
sword or
Soifon's,
something.
god dang it, I forgot what her Bankai was called.
Yeah, her rocket launcher.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
No, her big rocket launcher.
Yeah, there's the sting like a bee part.
Ah, yes, of course.
I have a name.
What's that?
Sanochuko no Keijo. Thousand
that?
hollow shapes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are they all hollow point? Is it just a big rifle?
So, Rosso very much uses robots and character mischief as his frontline persona. He just makes 1,000 copies. Well, this is the Shikai. So he makes 10 copies of himself that are all mechanical in nature, basically dolls.
Oh, that's fun. And he could,
Yeah,
and
doppel-
you could do kind of like the
doppelgangers,
Katakuri puppet style.
Yeah.
That's fun. I like that. That's a
Each
good
one of them
I
has
mean, you got to think the unexpected bots will basically construct doppelgangers. So yeah, that fits in perfectly.
Yeah. All right. What's your Bankai?
like,
Oh yeah.
I
right,
would
right.
I would think that this specifically each one of the
Here it
standard
is.
dolls-
Jakuho Raikoben.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I let me take that idea and tweak it a little bit.
All right.
Rosso has to use his Shikai and take a sample of someone's blood. Upon his base form sword taking someone's blood, he can then activate his Shikai and make a Shikai form of that enemy, but a mechanical, robotic version of them.
Oh my goodness, it's man
It's
versus
geared up.
machine.
Oh, there's its name.
You know what? I like that.
Yeah, that's fun.
Wait a minute, Bob. You said cage match, not a cell match.
I mean, you're inside a contained environment.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still get outside if you try hard enough.
So Sora, what would be your Bankai, buddy?
I don't know. What would you guess? Would it be?
First of all, what would we call his sword to begin with?
Man versus machine.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then there was also the
So-
Sin no Chuku no Keijo, which is like the March of the 10,000
Yeah.
Hollow Soldiers or whatever. I steal your credit card info. Ah, very good, Callie.
Beautiful. Which, if we want to keep it simple, we could just make. Good lord. We could just make his Bankai be an escalation of that ability to be the actual 1,000 hollow forms.
If that is how he views himself as the
Yeah.
true robot. Unless. What is it? How do you view yourself?
I got it.
I mean-
I got it. I got it. Kikai no Naka no Yurei.
I don't
Gesundheit.
know what that is.
Ghost. It means ghost in the machine.
Ah, I see.
I could see it.
Yeah. Well,
So-
how do you
But what
see
would it
yourself?
do?
So the escalation of that would be so you would make you'd make a robotic your Shikais, you'd make basically a robotic copy of your opponents in their Shikai form. Wouldn't it just make more sense that you could then, if somebody had a Bankai form or a true form, you could make the mechanical version of it, and not just have a copy, but you yourself could use that ability. So you'd basically be fighting 2v1 of your own Bankai, of the opponent's Bankai.
Yeah, that or turn into a mass production factory of just anybody you've taken samples of.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I said 1,000 hollow forms.
Just have it start churning out.
I'm
Why are we
I'm
all
trying to
talking
think.
about- why are we
I'm
talking
trying to
about-
think of something here.
We had gone on to it earlier, and then we decided. I forget who mentioned it, but people were wondering what
The concept was is that everybody else
Shikais and
think of your
Bankais would be.
Shikai, and then
Yes.
you think of your own Bankai.
Yeah,
Yes.
because your Bankai represents who you actually are, where the Shikai is how you present yourself to other people.
Yeah.
What if over time, or maybe as things would go on, it would start to have more of a voodoo doll effect on the opponent?
Ah, I can see that.
So if you damage the doll, it damages you, sort of thing.
Sinochuku no Keijo R&D department. No. It's suddenly... They just get better over time. I like that. That's fun.
That would be a fun one.
Okay, that's regular.
But
that's
what would
regular
what would the shape be though, other than the doll itself?
It'd be a cane with two gears shifting, like they'd be constantly rotating on the gears at the top, like it's your cane top, your handle, but it's two gears shifting, and then it's like a kind of like a cane mace.
That's fun. And it also has the probably like a pointy bit, maybe like on the tip, that it can like inject to take the blood.
Like a conical shaped jabbing point, kind of like the arms that T1000 has.
Hear me out.
Could, yeah.
It is in the style of the seven-bladed sword of heaven, so a central blade with 7 branches staggered coming out of the side.
The Shichi
But
Shito.
it has a golden line running down the middle that ends in a rounded, blunted tip, looking like circuitry.
But I also need to make a roll for
The Shichi Shito, one of the ceremonial swords of Japan.
Yeah. Let's see, where are you rolls? There you are. Kelly, what color should the rod roll be?
Okay, Russell, I got one for you. A potentiality. You make the copy of them, and as the copy fights them, the copy attempts to put pieces of themselves onto the enemy.
Like a board?
And as they add more pieces of themselves, they're making themselves weaker, but they're also taking more control of the enemy. More like they're not assimilating, but they're like trapping them inside of a shell that was once them.
Horrifying.
So basically creating yourself.
Maybe we should call the sword Ghost in the Shell then.
I mean, Ghost in the Shell is a good name for the Shikai, but I'm still a sucker for the 1,000 hollow forms for the Bankai.
I do like that. Yeah.
Okay, that's regular Zenbot But what about Hollow Zen? But what about Hollow Resurrection forms?
We're not touching that.
Yeah, we haven't gotten onto that one. That's a whole nother discussion.
Yeah, but if it's 1,000 hollow, I think there probably would be like 1,000 copies. It would basically be metal cooler.
Yeah, I like it. Metal cooler.
So here's
a fun style.
Aren't the collection of 1,000 hollows already the Menos Grande?
Yes.
Well, not hollows in the same sense. Hollow as in empty, because they're robots.
So how would you run this, Rosso? Would you be back in like a controlled point, basically constantly making these machine men out of reishi every single round, or are you like on the front lines and you can only make so much, and then once they're gone, and you're back down to your Shikai?
I think the Shikai would probably be 1. And I would be there with it, but it would be at some point I could actually take on or go inside of the machine, as it were. So it would be that it would kind of be like me taking on the form of the opponent for the Shikai.
Essentially, Mechamaru. Look at him. He's got all of his robots.
It would be more like an armor, but the armor would be a copy of the opponent.
Iron Man.
Fair enough, makes sense. Iron Man.
Yeah, it would be like that, but also kind of like Decoy Octopus.
Makes sense. I like it. That's fun. And then
So yeah, decoy octopus would be what I'm thinking. And then it's like, you know, the Bankai is like, oh yeah, there's 1,000 of you.
Yeah, there's 1,000 of me.
And any one of these fuckers could be hiding the actual user. And you have to kill them all to find the real user in order to try to harm them.
Yeah, and if you hit one, it hurts you as well.
Oh, you've just made prop hunt.
Beautiful.
And I feel like for Keith, this one's fairly easy. I think that he should have a Bankai that's alive, and I think it should be a tiny little lizard. I think that, or not a Bankai, a Shikai that's alive, much like Yachiru. I think that should be how he operates.
I mean, I do enjoy the thought of that.
Yeah, small little, what's the Hazelin? A small little Hazelin that just follows you around. Oh, I don't know, sir.
Mr. Offensive asshole.
Yeah.
Dude.
And then, for the Bankai, then he transforms into an actual weapon.
Your Shikai is sad.
Yeah. Don't say that
you're all
about it.
infected again.
Yeah.
I say sad's not an infection. He's a wonderful little individual.
Oh, you know what? That is actually that's also a very good power for a Shikai to have. You forget it exists when you're not paying attention to it. That's not a bad
Lord. That
bad
would be
ability.
terrifying. Why don't you have a sword? It's behind you.
And then you get stabbed by a small lizard. Like, oh, what?
Oh
That's
no!
some BS.
Oh no!
And then you turn your attention back to the user, and you forget it exists.
Buster call!
Oh my god.
Yes, well.
Oh my god, I just realized. Okay.
What was that?
Shikai. It's a tiny little lizard boy.
Yes.
Bankai. It's a Hazilan false Hydra.
Oh, no. That's horrifying. I like the idea. Horrifying all the same. You just forget that it exists. You don't even have to be not paying attention to it. You just forget it exists as it tries to kill you. That's a good idea. I like that. And attacking from multiple angles. I imagine it probably looks similar in regards to like, one Benhime, but also what's Mayuri's?
The giant baby. The giant poison
the giant
baby.
The giant poison baby.
Konjiki Ashisogi Jizo.
Yeah, Ashisogi Jizo. That's the one.
It's Kurotsuchi's. The captain I absolutely detest.
Nah, he's a fun guy. I like him.
I mean, he is a fun guy.
Yes.
I would like to contest the Bankai.
All right, contesting.
Yoko no Kamen.
What's that?
Demon Mask?
Masks of memory.
Oh, okay. What is that?
So, I do a lot of stuff that is... Oh, Gravy wins. I personally do a lot of stuff to specifically alter myself in some way when I'm with different groups. I've been doing my best to get around it so that people get to know me a little bit better, because it's really hard to make friends when everyone knows a different you. However, I also used to be very, very heavily associated with a blank porcelain mask, the Mask of Salt.
Ah, I see. Oh, the Bankai is the mask.
Yeah, the Bankai has the shape of a mask. However, it comes with 10,000 arms, but you can only ever pay attention to one
set.
One set.
Ah, that's fun. I like that. Everyone's like, wait, how does Sad turn into a blank mask? Oh, I've forgotten it exists. Aha, yeah. That's how it gets you. Die.
Yes.
I like that. That's fun.
You know, so far we're an absolutely terrifying group.
Oh, yeah. No, this is all horrifying. You got a whole bunch. Nobody picked anything normal. Actually, no, it's Travis. Travis is the most normal. Meanwhile, you got luck manipulation. You got effects of gambling. You forget they exist, and you're fighting 10,000 of you. Actually, that would make that Callie. Callie already stated Callie's is I steal your credit card info. I don't know what more you could want with that.
Yes,
That's
but is
the
that
ultimate
Shikai or the
Bankai.
Bankai? I mean,
Yeah.
that's the Bankai. What would the Shikai be? Would the Shikai just be the penguin?
Shikai. It's a good question. All right, let's see. We're getting a more serious answer. All right. I don't know, Callie. You dare give up I steal your credit card info? That's the most dangerous ability. You have the ability to put anyone, no matter the cost, into crippling debt.
No, that's the Shikai. The Bankai is I steal your social security card.
Oh no. You know, have you watched Hunter x Hunter, Bob?
No.
Oh, okay. There's one character in it whose whole ability is he literally puts you into essentially Ryatsu debt that you have to pay off with Ryatsu to be able to use it.
That seems like some bullshit I do.
It's really funny because if he hits you enough where his, like, the damage that he's inflicted exceeds your ability to take it, you go bankrupt and can't use your abilities.
So, very quickly, based on what I know of Callie,
Yes, Knuckle. Exactly.
Callie's Shikai would be a dueling shield. Basically
One of them, penguin.
a two-handed long arm that can be used both defensively and like a double-ended spear.
Yeah, well, you weren't wrong about the shield on that part as well, because that one. I like, so one hand is penguin, the other hand is just Arjun. Good to know. All right, fair enough. Makes sense. Look at that.
I didn't even read the microphone free before I said that.
Yeah, look at that. You nailed it. Good job. I can't feel my bones. Which one of your Bankais did this?
What happened?
I said I can't feel my bones.
Were you paying attention to them?
No. Oh, no. Sad. The penguin and Sad both took my bones. Can't have crap in Detroit. The penguin is its own Bankai.
Oh.
Well, there we go. Look at that. I think we've learned a great deal today.
Just wait until the sword spirit manages to escape the sword. Then we're all fucked.
Then oh, good God.
I mean, for mine, that's how you get shit like ink roaming about.
I feel like if my Bankai started betraying me and I could only use my Shikai, I think I could maybe handle that. You have luck versus convenient placements of retcons. Everyone else, though, I think is dead.
I kick my own ass. I'm used to fighting the rules of Bob.
That's true. You are Bob, ergo the rules of Bob have no effect.
If I suddenly have to deal with Salt as a metaphysical creature, I'd be mostly okay, because there's a lot of rules involved. One of them being, I can't kill you, but that doesn't mean I can't make you suffer.
Oh no. And he's got 10,000 arms to do it.
You are the master of fisting, people.
Diggity. Wait, who's better at fisting, me or Travis? JC, you have to answer this.
I would like to just say for our on the record.
Sounds about right.
He just heckin' died.
No, he purposely left.
Oh, what happened? That was so weird.
Oh no, you left right as you gave our answer and you can't go back
Exactly.
and give it again.
Oh.
No, well here, I can always say, I mean, in regards to between you or... Darndest thing, I tell you. Darndest thing.
JC, you're absolutely terrible because I have a headache right now and laughing hurts.
I try. Must bide my time as Lucius has to long rest before he can teleport across the plains again. With his absolute nonsense abilities.
I can't
Step
wait.
1, sleep. Step 2, abduct people. Step 3, kill.
Oh no.
you're going on a very, very long reach that you're going to be able to get that sleep.
Yes. Thankfully, I am probably the safest person in the Maelstrom right now. What do you think, Kelly? Yeah, close to it. I have made myself indispensable to some very powerful people today. Unless I go into the basement, at which point it inverts and I'm in the most danger in the Maelstrom.
Immediately go in the basement.
You joke, I was, and the NPC had to stop me and say, hey, listen, I can't stop you, but if you go down there, you might die. And I looked at God and said, I guess I can go grab some people. Good idea. Okay.
What's the matter, JC? You don't want to join the wall of dead people of Travis and Travis?
No.
God damn it, Bob. Oh.
Such illustrious members.
I mean,
Hey, if
Travis, Travis, and
I'm
Alpha.
going to be joining that wall too, JC.
Oh, Callie, that worries me.
Wait, Alpha died?
Alpha did die, yeah.
Huh.
But
then
he got better.
Yeah.
Remember, he got reincarnated as a Minotaur.
So his face is up there temporarily.
Yeah, it was up there temporarily.
His face is up there, however, it's literally just a placeholder until they can finish sculpting the Minotaur head.
Yeah. At which point I change it again.
Yeah.
I'm thinking squid this time.
He almost got his body back. It was so close.
It was so close. And legitimately, Boss was going to just give him his body back. It's like, hey, listen, I don't care what I got to pay to get some of these. Here, have it. Other winner was going to get an artifact. If you just want a body, have fun. Oh, Ash wins. Very good.
Which makes me wonder what's going to happen when more belts come into the play, because the
I will
belts
pay any amount.
the belts are coming.
Yes, I look forward to death.
Really?
In so many ways, Bob.
Uh-huh.
Tell you what, JC, I can help you with that if I can have your kidneys.
I do like my kidneys, though. They're
I'll give you a
juicy and
fresh
plump.
pair. Absolutely spotless.
I like my spotted kidneys.
Okay. How about your liver? That grows back.
I don't know if it does.
Also, Grand Admiral, what do you mean hearing us speaking is an experience?
I gotta try this. I gotta hear this. For real.
You're the master
of fisting people.
What
You're the
sin
master
has
of
been
fisting
shared to you,
people.
Bob?
That's getting sent to Caliban. You're the master of fisting people.
What is?
Oh, the fisting?
You're the master of fisting people.
Beautiful. Thank you, Willie. Oh, flashbang. Son of a bitch.
Oh no. The steel predator has laid claim to my kidneys, apparently.
Oh, did you send Caliban my version of the "fuck you, Bob" clip?
I do not think I have done that quite yet.
I need to refresh myself on how much trouble.
I need to remind myself which one it was and where it is.
You know, I very much like how much Solomon and Iki complement each other in this, and it doesn't match Solomon's personality at all.
Cheese and crackers, I forgot how terrifying steel predators are. Ah,
Don't worry. You don't need those kidneys.
Oh, man, that's true. I don't know if we can kill this thing.
You'll be fine. Suck it up.
It's just the one in there, right? Right, Callie?
That you can
Just
see.
the one. Hey?
Oh, speaking of, I might need a visual update on the server.
How so?
What was that?
Oh, there are a couple of sections that I've lost vision to on the server just so that I can record everything for the lore, keeping everything straight.
Depends on where they are.
I will bring that up after show.
Okay.
Well, that's good. Oh, have I? That's good. You know what? I'm content with that, Gally. As long as I can just get it. Just need to get that brain. The pinky and the brain. The pinky and the brain. One is gonna kill me. The other's gonna kill me too.
Hello, Vegeta.
Hello, Vegeta. You're here just in time.
You really are.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't want him to be double booked and overworked, so I decided to step in for him in that cell match.
Makes sense. Now for my favorite entrance in the show.
Are you biased about this?
Absolutely so.
It's been a while. Here at Loch Leech, we done found out some many good things. Such as turns out the Feywild can invade independent pocket dimensions if rolled by a Feylord. So when the domain of Autumn invades the magic shop and everything almost explodes or gets sudden weird effects, a lot of things happen. Turns out an anti-magic wiffle ball bat comes in as a weapon that can send a Feylord to your metaphysical portal door above the speed of sound. Buy the ball that came with the bat. Not sure what it does though. You've been
Good,
talking
I may
to...
need one of those anti-fey bats.
It's not just any anti-fey bat, it's an anti-fey wiffle ball bat. I'm pretty sure it's a Hey Mr. Rabbit brand anti-fey wiffle ball bat.
Replica made by the DAC. Available now.
Bob, I'm gonna have to bounce for good for now. I'll send you some stuff after I need to talk to you about after the show.
Alright?
Fly, you fool!
I was just imagining that being done in the Scooter voice as well.
Oh, that's right. I gotta give myself XP for all the things I've done
I just realized Thorn isn't wearing any pants.
today. He's freeballing it.
Maybe that's why he held the belts for so long.
He's Donald Ducking it.
Oh no, he's illegal in Dutchland.
Even flew.
Alpha, you could at least wear a kilt like any other self-respecting Minotaur.
You know what I want to do?
Okay.
What's that?
I want to get in Bosco's ear.
Oh no.
About?
Matrix has the interdimensional title. A title that is open to any federation.
Ah. I think in Matrix versus Matrix?
The Maelstrom is a federation.
Yeah?
And I did make the tour for 24.
That's pretty funny.
Like, imagine Miska versus Matrix on Flashbang.
Miska, Matrix, Mouska Tools.
How dare you.
Laughed, aren't you?
Not anymore in what
Darn.
regards, there, Stormtrooper?
JC, we now have Disney at the door.
Oh,
Thanks.
no.
The mouse is gonna come for my butt, y'all.
Oh, no.
I mean, they want JC first, apparently.
Right. Alexis has it now. Fair.
Miska goes over to fight Cleaver.
Right. Alexis won it at Multivania by cashing in the brass briefcase. That's right. Fuck.
You know what I'm thankful for, Callie? The fact that if I do encounter a horrible steel predator, I at least have its creator on speed dial. How do I kill this thing? You don't. No!
Hey, Solomon. You find a small, smooth stone shaped like a teardrop with a strange symbol etched into its surface. Holding it makes you feel a subtle sense of sorrow or longing, but the emotion is fleeting. Some say it's a token left behind by a grieving spirit. Have a good one, Reject.
That concerns me, Callie. That concerns me greatly.
That's okay, Matrix. I can throw Miska at you now, all the time, anytime, anywhere that I want.
Giggity.
Hell, if I want, I will put you in the middle of a 30 Miska Battle Royale. A Lionel Matrix on a pole match.
What's wrong with him? He's on his feet.
Poor me. Poor Lionel is just tied to a to a pole. Yes, it seems right. This is about my life.
What's that sound? Miska's using Lionel as a speed bag.
Triple threat, Mask of Miska versus Miska versus Miska.
Callie, that would mean that I would have to risk my precious Robo-Dog. I can't risk that. I love him
Don't
too
worry,
much.
I'll make you a new one.
He's
Actually,
earned
no,
my
no.
eternal loyalty.
The Miska versus Miska versus Miska is very in character.
It's true. They would do it if they could.
Miska the spider, Miska the wolf, and then Miska.
Coming soon to a Chaos Locker Room near you.
I do like how Lucius did the the virtual insanity slide.
Oh no, I just had a sin pop into my head.
Good.
What's that?
Miska throw you out the window.
Well, he's dead.
He will be when Miska finds him.
Well, it's not even going to be Yig. It's going to be actual Kia is going to get eaten by Miska.
I mean, I've had worse things happen.
Although,
Miska's all talk anyway.
Although-
Yes.
I wonder if Kayeth would be able to save himself by giving Miska some of the souls that he's earned over the years by doing fast food.
Miska would have to care about the souls.
Uh,
They are in pristine condition. I do have them specifically for doing deals. However,
Need a potion? Need a statue? Need a pole for insert name on a pole match? Just whisper your wishes into the cold October winds. Special shout out to Vicky.
can I get a JC on a pole match?
just whacking Icky.
Hey, I'd give you the pinata bat for while you're up there. You can beat whoever you want whenever you get too close.
Come along now, Icky. Time to kick you.
You say that if I could mod some shit, I would have like a 3D model of JC the Doodle and just attach it to the Mega Money in a Bank ladder match section.
What I would not give to see a JC on the ladder match.
And JC on a steep match.
Good night. Goodbye, Solomon.
That's okay, he didn't need that jaw line.
My goodness, it's like kicking stones. And I should know I'm made of them.
Kelly, that animation is just giving JC the Doodle in a comic wedgie. That's a lot of blue off to one side.
Oh no, I'm alone with Thorn Dantes getting wailed on by Francisco Aramecoid and Lionel Matrix. Who could have seen this coming? My goodness, I am shocked.
You know, half of this match is blue and none of it's on the same team.
No. Ouch. Thank you, Aki. Okay, I feel that successive, Solomon.
Question from Grand
Ouch.
Admiral. Hey, Bob. He wants to ask you a question if you'll indulge him.
Uh-huh.
Easy there, Solomon.
What's your question, my friend?
He hasn't posted it yet.
Don Dantes, do something, you big cow. I've been hit by a bat 17 times.
Only 17?
Yes, the day is still young.
You poor
Well,
bastard.
well, at least France is getting punched in the face. That makes me feel better.
What would be the proper way for him to send something into the Maelstrom?
That depends on what that something is there, Grand Admiral.
I mean, there is one way to send things into the Maelstrom.
Yeah, you sure, the Patreon. Everyone loves Patreon. It's my favorite day.
One way.
After I get done with the show, I'm going to add another poll for the next items for the fishing shop.
Delightful.
I figure I'm going to start doing that every week with the Maelstrom. Give everybody a weekly poll.
That's a good idea.
It keeps it updated while at the same time gives me the option to do more stuff.
Yeah. Plus, it gives me an additional poll to attach to something. Mwah.
Man, Iki's just getting bopped here. Alright, Thorn. Now, because we made this a false count anywhere match, we can win. What do you mean you didn't? No!
What match is this again?
This is the #1 contender match.
Yeah, but what match type is it? Is it just one fall? Did nobody specify it?
Nobody specified as far as I'm aware.
Beautiful.
Oh no! Thorn Dantes, why?
Lady Catherine, you find a tattoo needle wrapped in silk. An old tattooing needle wrapped in silken cloth with faded red ink. The tip is blunt and the handle is covered in tiny notches, as if someone carved a mark for each tattoo made. Unrolling it, carefully reads a note hidden inside. Never again.
Well, now we have never again and never forget running around.
Yes, I wonder who could have possibly let it be one fall, Stanley.
I mean, it's not like Balance sits there and occasionally chooses chaos because the booker will neglect to do stuff on purpose.
Oh, jeez! France just got rocked.
I'm sure he'll get better.
That was a kick out of hell. Woo! Help. Thank you, France. You've saved my life. Ah. Don't you, friend. You've cursed my life.
Your suffering was almost over, and then Frenzy saved you.
No.
So, Grand Admiral, basically, what we do is we invite the people that are members of the community, that have been members of the community for a while, and they're allowed to come into the server when they show interest. And basically what happens is they're able to create a character or just hang out and watch everything. Given that you've been a part of the community for going on 6 years now, and you're a part of Warzone, you're a part of Flashbang, you'd be able to get the link. The link for the Discord should be in the Maelstrom announcement section, but worst case scenario, if you need one, just hit me up.
Yeah.
We can get you one.
Franzi just basically dived onto Lucius.
I mean, you've been here for at least 3 years, Admiral.
Ah, no. Your Twitch account was created on in 2018. You've been following since 2021. You've been following for 3 years.
Hey, I was right. I'm going to be at the asshole here and go, getting?
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
I believe that is now 3 people bleeding.
And there's a vampire in the match.
What? No. There's no full-blooded vampire in here.
I believe
Wait,
the
would it
term
be
is
a
damned
full-blooded?
here.
Bob, would it be a full-blooded vampire, or would be... How would you use that term? Full-fledged, I guess.
Yeah, full-fledged, true power, true blood.
Right, there we go. Well, friend, we took a second there a minute ago to sit there and tell Lucius, look, just because I'm trying to be nice to you now doesn't mean I'm not still upset with you. You know, if I ever have to book Yig, the next thing Yig's going to be is in a submission elimination match, just to see what happens.
Uh-huh. And Icky turned his back on Franz and let Franz get the win. Wow.
To be fair, Ronzi probably kind of needed that win over Thorn.
Oh, I feel a storyline brewing now. Also, I'll point out something because I feel I need to address it. My appearances may likely be rare because of the time zone stuff. For context, it's 3:47 a.m. at this time, and me being here is very much a happy coincidence. Grand Admiral, it doesn't matter how often you show up. It doesn't matter how many times you appear, how rarely you appear. The fact that you're appearing here, you're gracing us with your presence, and you're giving us your most valuable resource, your time, is more than I can possibly ask from any of you. If you need sleep, please get sleep. But
Go take a nap.
we truly appreciate every single one of y'all for coming in and just hanging out and goofing off while we tell these goofy stories.
Hey, Bob, do you have a command for the YouTube channel?
Oh.
Survey says no. So
It's
if you
in,
do ever
it's
miss
in the
a show-
comments, though.
Oh, yeah. If you ever do miss a show, we also update on the YouTube, on Bob's YouTube there, which I believe is on week 18. We are currently week 22, so it's a couple of weeks behind. But There you go.
All my stuff is in the description. Just scroll down. Scroll down from this page, and you can see all my links. There's my YouTube's down there, Patreon's down there, my Twitch is down there, my YouTube, Blue Sky, Twitter, Twitch, hell, even my Throne's down there. But all in all, I think it's time we find somebody to raid.
Yeah. Hoomst.
Indeed, Hoomst. Hoomst gets this raid. We have a trinket grab bag.
Ooh.
I left for a moment and I missed it.
Matrix. Dude, Franz got the pin on Thorn, and Iki noticed the pin, turned his back to them, and taunted to the crowd.
Man, Kent, how about that? I cannot believe that Franz Hermes Coet would betray the integrity of this sport like this. Deeply disappointed. Can we reward Iki? You know what? We probably can. Oh, wait, no, that's wrong. Yeah, you know what? We probably can. I'll give Iki something. He'll have something. It'll be funny.
So, Matrix. You find a burnt chess piece, a blackened knight piece from a chess set, charred as if pulled from a fire. It's strangely heavy and warm to the touch. If placed on a flat surface and left alone, it always faces east by the next morning, no matter how many times you turn it. KM. You find a tiny vial of ashes, a delicate glass vial filled with ashes. A small tag reads, "The last of its kind." No other details are given. No matter how much you research, you can never find exactly what was burned.
Hey, Bob.
Yes?
Did I give you my headcanon with ink?
What is your
Ink is the one. Ink is the one redistributing all the trinkets.
Interesting. And while I go through now, here's the real fun part. If you get Wish, you might be able to use Wish to bring it back. Who knows what it is, though?
We could use the Vismine spell, Water of Reconstitution. However, that won't put its soul back in its body.
There we go. Iki's reward has been delivered to him.
Oh,
He has obtained the Kiryu suit.
Lionel, Cam, I hope you don't mind, but because there was no team name listed with your booking, I've kind of put a temporary one in booking submissions.
You know who is streaming at the moment?
Who's that?
The Unexpectables. It's Ravenloft season.
That's exactly who I was getting ready to raid. It's Ravenloft season, y'all. Bosco's DMing. So we're going to go from D&D wrestling into D&D with wrestling hints. I want to thank y'all for coming in. Go ahead, Rosso.
What's going the raid message be?
Ooh, what should the raid message be?
Are we suplexing vampires?
That's a good question.
Ooh, Croc's got a good one.
Ooh. May the winds of Kirban guide you.
Very
I
good.
like it.
Well, I shall skedaddle, everyone. Goodbye!
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one, y'all. See you next time. Thank you for popping by.
Good night.
Uh,